I'm Andrea.
And I'm Michaela.
And we have your CTV for today. Today's call is Live Responsibly. Michaela, how do you live responsibly?
I live responsibly by doing my homework every day before I go to volleyball. Now please stand for your flag salute.
Ready? Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
After-school tutoring, both open and assigned tutoring, takes place on Tuesdays and Thursdays after school from 2:45 to 3:45 in the library. Tutoring that is available is English, social studies, math, science, and Spanish.
Students, if you have missed your Thursday school or Saturday school, you must make them up in order to attend the winter formal on February 10th. All students on the non-privileged due to miss Saturday schools or Thursday schools will not be able to attend, and you will not be sold a ticket. Saturday school will be held January 13th, 2018 and January 27th in the East Campus cafeteria, beginning sharply at 8 a.m. and ending at 12 p.m. Thursday school will resume January 18th. Please see your university if you have any questions. If you do not receive a notice or a phone call, that is not an excuse to not attend.
Attention all students drivers. Parking permits are now available in your university. You must have a valid parking permit in order to park in the student lot. We will be conducting a sweep through the parking lot, and those not in compliance are at risk of being towed. Please come by and pick up your application. You will need your parent signature as well as your valid driver's license, proof of insurance on your vehicle, and student ID. Come by before school, break, lunch, or after school. Permits will not be issued during class. No exceptions. Remember, you are not allowed to hang out in your car or the parking lot area before, during, or after school.
Yearbooks may be purchased at either campus finance office with cash, checks, or debit/credit cards. Cardholder must be present at all time of purchase. Checks must be made out to Central High Yearbook. Parents and students may also set up a web store account and purchase books online. Web store links are located on the homepage in the quick links section. Regular yearbook price $75 through the year until pre-ordered books sell out.
This week's Battle Week, January 22nd to the 26th. Tuesday is Fight to the Finish, wear black and white. Wednesday is Super Slugger Sports Day, wear college sports, but no Bulldogs. Thursday is Would You Be My Bro for Life, wear a mismatch. And Friday is our rally day. Seniors and freshmen wear red, juniors and sophomores wear green. Now we have your Teacher of the Week clip.
Hi, my name's Miss Mack. I've been teaching here for 12 years. Put me on lucky 13, and I was a student here. I was actually the second graduating class here. We came over here when I was a junior, and I graduated in '98, so I'm like 28 years old. What I love about Central is I love how we have such a diverse student body and how everyone, for the most part, tries to get along with each other. I love all our seagulls at lunchtime and how everyone runs screaming to the classrooms as soon as the lunch bell rings. I also love how teachers care and students care. Right. Two interesting facts about me is before I was 20 years old, I got into 5 car crashes that were almost all my fault except for one. One was when we were both backing out and we hit each other, so that one was 50-50. And my dad was so excited when I finally got off their insurance. I'm a much better driver now, and I pay better attention. My next interesting fact about me is I worked at Starbucks for a little bit. It was the one across from Fresno State, and I was so horrible at making people's drinks. Whenever it was my shift, they just made me wash dishes the whole time at Starbucks. So, I guess you could say I'm a pretty good barista.
Formal's theme is Tale as Old as Time from 7 to 11 on February 10th at the East Campus Gym. Ticket sales January 29th, February 2nd, $45 a couple, 30 single. February 5th, the 9th, $55 a couple and 40 a single. Must have a signed guest pass to purchase tickets. Pick up dance passes now at the student store.
Career Center. It is recommended that juniors take either the SAT or ACT in the spring of your junior year. Apply for the SAT at sat.collegeboard.org or the ACT at actstudent.org. Registration assistance and fee waivers are available in the Career Center.
Leadership Fund is seeking students interested in learning about campaigning and effective public communications. Apply now in the Career Center for student internships for fall 2018. Students will need to provide their own transportation, to be able to work 8 through 10 hours per week. Come to the Career Center to learn more about this opportunity and pick up your application. Deadline to submit your application is February 15th.
The Fresno Grizzlies are hosting a job fair for their 2018 season. The job fair will be on Saturday, February 3rd from 9 to 12 at Chickchansey Park. Visit the Career Center for an application or more information.
Senior scholarships, please visit the Career Center website for a list of available scholarships. This is a list that will be updated almost daily. See Mrs. Brooks if you have any questions.
Now we have your sports.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Andrea.
And we have your sports.
If you're interested in playing boys volleyball, tryouts will be held the week of January 22nd. The tryouts will be held at Glacier Point Middle School. Please listen for the times. Tuesday, January 23rd from 6 to 9 at Glacier Point. Wednesday, January 24th, 6 to 9 at Glacier Point. Thursday, January 25th, 8 to 9:30 at Glacier Point. And Friday, January 26th from 6 to 9 at Glacier Point.
Attention senior girl student athletes. The athletic department is now accepting applications for the Junior League of Fresno Senior Girl Athlete of the Year. You can find the applications online at Central High website on the Student Solar Resources tab or announcement page under Athletics. Applicants must be a senior in high school, played sports at the same school, and meet in the following criteria: 60% athletic achievement, 30% academic achievement, 10% community involvement. Applications are due February 16, 2018. If you have any questions, please contact Mr. Hightower or Mrs. Lopez in the athletics office.
Boys basketball tonight versus Clovis High at Central. 4 o'clock for Raj, 5:30 JV, and 7 for varsity.
Girls soccer versus Clovis West at Collegian. 3 o'clock JV and 5 o'clock varsity.
Boys soccer at Clovis West versus Clovis West. JV at 3 and varsity at 5.
Now we have a message from your boys basketball team.
We're here with 2 boys basketball varsity players.
Jamai.
Avery.
So who do you guys play tonight?
Clovis High.
What's your guys' game plan for the game tonight?
Just win, basically. Like, we don't have cash or camp today, so we just got to come playing harder and execute.
So what's your guys' overall goal for the season?
Win track, don't lose no more, and of course, win Valley.
Let's do it.
Make sure you come out and support. Clubs. Students, if you are achieving at least a 3.5 GPA and would like to be recognized for your hard work, you may be accepted into our California Scholarship Federation Club. Please pick up an application from Mr. Podal in room 803 starting Tuesday, January 16th. All you need to bring with you is a copy of your most recent transcript. The application is due by January 25th, so don't delay.
CHS has been randomly selected to assess 40 randomly selected seniors to be assessed in English, math, or science. The NAEP assessment of the nation's report card. Have you ever wondered where they get the information for the U.S. high school students are ranked as such and such? Well, wonder no more. Now we have a clip.
I have no idea.
Can I get a hint?
I'm not the best test taker. Depends on the type of test.
Preparing for them is not the funnest thing in the world.
Oh, well, tests are not necessarily my friend.
Tests are never fun.
But I do try because nobody likes to fail at anything.
No, I have not.
NAEP.
I've never heard of NAEP. I really don't know what NAEP is.
National something education. I don't know what the A would stand for.
Atomic Endangered Penguins.
Have I ever heard of NAEP? No, what is it?
There we go. Okay.
It's a test administered to high school seniors, randomly chosen from across the country, to assess what they've learned throughout their education so far.
It's just kind of like a reflection of how we are doing.
Like, testing helps them kind of compare, like, the level of the learning experiences and kind of, like, what they're doing.
Interesting to see, like, what states know what in comparison to other ones, I guess.
I believe that the test is pretty much for people to see what states or what cities, are doing the best in, what they need to improve in.
And it compares each state with one another.
The more knowledge we have about our school system, the better prepared we will be to help improve it. I think it'd be really useful. I think that, I think as Americans we have a right to know how we're doing.
So this is pretty important.
have heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of the Nation's report card.
The Nation has a grade?
Yeah,
in
like,
every
I think
subject?
it's like something like just how well schools are doing in general.
It's a good way to like check on which state is like top dog and everything.
So there needs to be some kind of way to, at least some kind of universal way to see if these states and how they match up with each other.
If that's what they need to make policies and help our education system.
If me taking this test can help improve the education system, then I'm for it.
Maybe 3 or 4 hours.
It's probably 6 hours, maybe.
I think it would have to be a little shorter, like maybe 2 hours.
That'd be heartwarming.
It's only 90 minutes? Okay.
Oh, really? That's surprising. That's not bad. Maybe I would take it then.
That's a movie.
That's the perfect length for me.
Will this count against me?
I just wouldn't stress about it as much since it's not like, it doesn't count towards a grade for school or like colleges don't see it.
What kind of subjects are on the test? Like, what it's going to be all about?
In 90 minutes, I guess, there would really only be enough time to in-depth cover really only one subject.
You just want to know what I know.
I think everybody should at least try their best on this exam because you should represent your state.
Taking this test seriously, even though it's not directly benefiting you, it's benefiting our world and people who come up behind you, and yes, I think you should do your best.
I would take a test for the greater good. Even if it wasn't necessarily just my greater good, you know, for the greater good of myself, like, I think I would still do it.
You can prove to yourself that you can do it. And if you completed it and you know you did something right, then, you know, you should have a good feeling about yourself.
It's short, it's helpful, and you're not really getting graded.
I mean, I think that's the way to look at it.
It's worth the 90 minutes you do.
Students in your 6th block class will be getting a notice today for them to attend a meeting on Wednesday in the library during 3rd block. These notices will be brought to your classroom during CTV tomorrow. It is very important that these students receive this notice.
That was your CTV for today. Shout out to Jake and Megan. Have a great day, guys.
Roll the birthdays.